Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the channel. Today I'm going to do a bit of coin counting because I've been on a sort of spring cleaning kick a little bit early this year and reorganizing my closet. I found this big tub of coins and I figured rather than just sit and count them myself that I might turn it into a video. So I think our best bet is to just grab different denominations and set them aside for the time being. So I'm going to grab some pennies, which we no longer mint here in the US. This is the last year of the penny. And, it makes sense. They're more expensive to produce than their monetary value. So that's why we are getting rid of it. And then we also have a couple of quarters here, which is the largest denomination. Of course, if you're American, you know all this, but I know I have a decent-sized viewer base from the United Kingdom as well, and Australia, which was shocking to see in my analytics that Australia had such a presence, but shout out the Australians. There we finally have our final and the smallest physically denomination, the dime. I don't expect there will be any silver dimes in here, though that would be pretty sweet considering the price of silver right now. I also don't expect to find any wheat pennies or anything really all that interesting. I don't collect coins. I have a cousin who does. He's probably rolling in cash right now because all of his coins have pretty much quadrupled in value. But no, this is just a collection of coins. Well, not a collection, but just a tub of coins that was sitting in my closet for God knows how long. And this right here, I don't know if that'll focus right. Here, this is a penny from 1945. It's even got the old 1 cent on it. That's pretty interesting. That's probably the oldest penny I've ever owned. It's, again, not a wheat penny, but that is from the Second World War, potentially, depending on when it was minted, which I don't think I know how to tell. So I'm just going to say it's from the Second World War. But I'll set that aside. Got some nickels here. Of course, I don't have any coin sleeves to put these in. I'm sure I do somewhere, actually. But where they are, I have no idea. But let's just keep going. And move these pieces around. More pennies. I think when it comes down to it, the pennies are going to total like $1.50 maybe. But we'll see. I do also have a notepad over here off to the side for when we need to actually tally up the total of whatever this is. Because again, I have no idea how long it's been sitting in my closet. So, could be 20 bucks, could be 100. Who knows? What is this quarter? Oh, this is I dropped it. This is a 2010 Mount Hood quarter, which is interesting. Mount Hood, I believe, is in Oregon. If I'm remembering my geography correctly, I think Mount Hood is in Oregon. Or Oregon. I don't live there prefer it to be pronounced. I've heard it both ways. I've never been there myself. Never been that far west. I've, of course, mostly traveled east in my life. I've been to New York and I've been to London. London was a very interesting time. It was my first time. Speaking of London, I believe, indeed, I have found a 1 pence coin. I don't know how well that's focusing there, but this, of course, has the Queen Elizabeth on it, who died a couple of years ago at this point. This is a 1 pence coin. Now, when I went to London, of course, you have to go to the American Exchange, or, do it at your bank. I did it at my bank, and I exchanged some cash into pounds before I went, because it would have been more expensive to do it in London, so I did it preemptively. And I kept one of each coin, but of course I have not remembered where they had been. But I guess, based on this 1 pence piece being in here, that must mean the rest of them are also in here. At least I would hope so. But this is a pence, and this is a penny for comparison. They're about the same size. The penny is just a little bit smaller. And the pence piece, I think, is also a little bit thicker widthwise as well. Let me see. Just barely thicker, almost unnoticeably so, but thicker nonetheless. And some more nickels over here. Not a lot of dimes, but that could just be because they're so small, they slip through the cracks a little bit. Oh, is this another old penny? Let me see. This is from 1963, so not super old, but not significantly old. What is this? This is a... Hold on. This is a Virgin Islands quarter. That's pretty neat. Again, I'm not a coin collector of any sort, but I know there's like the state quarters with all the states on them in the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico and stuff. And then there's like the national parks quarters, which have all our national parks on them, which is one of the best systems we've ever produced, in my opinion at least. I'm a huge naturalist kind of guy. I love the natural parks. I really need to go out and see them, especially nowadays, because I don't know how much longer they are going to be there. But we'll see. What is this? This looks like another British piece. This is... Hold on, let me read it. This is minted in 2015. It is 5 pence, I think. No, this is a 20 pence. Okay, so this little hexagonal shaped piece here, this is 20 pence, which America does not have an equivalent of. That'd be 2 dimes basically, but this is the 20 pence piece. It's very hexagonal. What I do like about the British coins is that they've got more of a heft to them. And this one, of course, is not circular. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon. So we'll set that aside. More dimes, nickel. Some of these pennies are very corroded and a little gross, but that's just how coins get, you know. And of course, the pennies aren't being minted anymore, so any, like, special pennies we should keep. And, you know, they might go up in value. Probably not, but, you know, there is a very tiny amount of copper in these, so that could be valuable someday. You never know. Of course, the nickels and the dimes and the quarters, I think, are all made with zinc now, if I'm remembering correctly. But of course, there's silver nickels and silver quarters and silver dimes out there that you can find, but I don't think I have any of those, and I don't think I will ever have any of those with the way the price of metal is going. So, we'll see. Maybe one day I'll go out there and buy some precious metals and show them off for you. What is this? This is a Gettysburg quarter. Some quarters have some pretty fancy designs on them. Again, I don't know all of them. I know there are the state quarters, the national parks quarters. I know there's a series of quarters in between those two that were minted, but I don't know what's on those or how you identify them. Then there's, of course, just the standard eagle quarters. Here's another older penny. When's this one from? Oh, this is only 1980. It's just degraded quite a bit. I'll just throw the pennies up off to the top there. Doesn't really matter how they look. What is this? This is just a regular dime. Quarters. Nickel. That's actually in decent condition. That must be a newer nickel. 2014, yeah. Relatively new. Of course, 2014 was 12 years ago at this point, which is not a pleasant thought, but we'll move past it. Quarters. Another dime. Nickels. Pennies. Nickel. Some more quarters. More quarters. See, the quarters make me excited. Because quarters are $1/4 of a dollar. That's why they're called a quarter. The rest of, you know, these coins, not so much, because they're worth so little. I don't even think the dime or the nickel are quote-unquote profitable. Not that, you know, you want your coins to be profitable to mint or anything, but you know what I mean. Just the cost of minting them exceeds their monetary value. I think we have another British coin sitting here. Let's see. We do indeed, as you can see. The Queen of England, right there. This is 5 pence. As you can see, 5 pence. So this would be the equivalent of our nickels. And of course, the nickel is significantly larger than the 5 pence piece. But again, the 5 pence, actually, no, they're about the same thickness this time. But the 5 pence has these little ridges on it, as you can see there. That's very nice. So add this to the pile of British coins and notable, interesting American coins, which of course we only have one of, the World War II penny. Let's see, what have I got here? Nickel, quarter, penny, nickel, quarter, nickel, and penny. A dime, quarter, nickel, quarter, nickel. I don't know how, that's a quarter that I just put in with the nickels. I don't know how the nickel got its name. obviously $quarter. The dime, because it's a 10. I guess I don't understand the convention around the name for the penny either, but maybe I'm not supposed to think this hard about it. Penny, of course, has Abraham Lincoln on it. The quarter has George Washington. The nickel, I think, is James Madison. It's either James Madison or Thomas Jefferson. One of the two on the nickel. And then the dime, I have no idea. I don't really know our presidents all that well, I'll be completely honest. But most of them were not very good guys, so what do I care? Well, speaking of Oregon, we've just found an Oregon penny. One of the state pennies. This is from 2005. So that's one of the state pennies. I don't think we'll have all 50 in this batch. I think most of them are eagle pennies. This is the Hawaii volcanoes. Interesting. We're almost there. It's got this one little pile left. I think, is this all nickels here? Yes, it is. How convenient. See if I just sort these bigger coins out. And then it'll basically all be pennies, I think, after that. Times nickels. Quarters nickels. Kind of running out of room here for my nickels. Let's move the quarters down a bit. Dimes, of course, take up next to the zero space, which is very convenient. And the pennies I'm not even stacking. The pennies are just off in their own little pile up there. Because those I will do last. Disrespect them the whole way through. Despite the fact that they are an endangered species. Nickel towers are falling over. You know, maybe it's called a nickel because it's made with nickel. I didn't think of that until now. But it could be because they're made of nickel. And I think penny maybe comes from pence. But I'm no expert when it comes to these things. Oh, there's another pence. Another British pence. I think this one's older. It looks a little older at least. Let me see. $1987, so not particularly old by any means, but we'll add that with the British coins, put pennies unceremoniously up there, grab these bigger coins and dimes and stuff. Anything that's not a penny. Quarters. Those are all quarters. Oh, this is another British coin. I think it is. Oh, this is a Canadian coin. What? How did that get in there? This is a 10 Canadian cent coin. I don't know how well it's focusing. Hold on. There, I think that's a little bit better. 10 Canadian cents. It's got a ship on it. On this side, it's got Her Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I have no idea where I got a Canadian penny, so this penny is horribly corroded. Throw that out there. That's a bit too gross. It's turned red. I find that suspicious. I don't know why that penny is red. What do we have here? Quarters, nickels, quarters. Oh. Almost at the end here. Oh. What's this? Oh, this is 1 British pound. This is a very cool coin. It's very heavy. Much heavier than an American quarter. I think significantly thicker as well. Of course, it is full pound, and this is only $0.25, but I don't have any dollar coins, but much thicker for sure. We'll add that over there. I thought that was more interesting, but it's not. Quarters, quarters. Nickels, quarters. Okay. What is this? It's got Queen Elizabeth on it. This is the 2 pence coin. 2 pence. It is larger than a quarter, but less valuable than a dime. How that makes sense, I have no idea, but that is the 2 pence coin. I thought I had a 2 pound laying around somewhere, but at this point I am having doubts that I will see it. If it does exist, of course. Here, we're almost through. What's this? Oh, it says some kind of arcade token, no? There it is. Some kind of arcade token to wear, no idea. This has been sitting in my closet through, I don't know, maybe 3 different moves at this point. That's a very corroded penny. We can throw that one away. You know, I have a lot of disrespect for pennies. If I see them on the ground, I will vacuum them. Because, you know, they're just worthless. Okay, I think that's now all pennies. Here's a dime. Some of this gunk out. Yeah, I think all of this over here now is pennies. So we will come back to those in a minute. Quarter, quarter. This is a dime, but it's super oxidized. On one side at least. Nickels, quarter. This is a New York quarter, I think. Oh no, it's not. This is a a Saratoga quarter. Interesting. Quarter, nickel, dime, 2 dimes, nickels, nickels, some more dimes, and a quarter. Okay. So, now it's time to start counting. We're going to start with the quarters, of course, and we're going to count in groups of 4, which makes $1. One. Suppose I should check and see if anything interesting shows up. Ozark, Montana, John Brown's Fort. I don't expect there'll be anything super interesting. George Rogers Clark, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Yeah, I think we'll just skip past whatever's on the backs of them. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $5. Let's do the stack here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, $20.50. I'll write that down over here on my notepad. $20.50 in quarters. Which would be 2 coin sleeves, because every sleeve of quarters is $10. And again, I don't have a coin sleeve, so I'm just gonna have to set these aside somewhere. And I think we'll just go down in denomination. So once we move these out of the way, we'll move to the dimes, which should not take nearly as long. we'll just pick all these up. And we'll just, is this a dime over here? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That makes $1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's $2. One, two, three, four. Hold on, I gotta restart that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, $3 and 10 cents in dimes. I'm just gonna move those up there for the time being. And I will note on my pad here $3 and 10 in dimes. Okay, let's move now to this large stack of nickels here. And I think I'll do this in groups of 5 or 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. So that's 50 cents. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's $1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, $2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 51, 152, 253, 350 plus 45. $2, $3, $3.50 plus 45. That is $3.95 in nickels. I'm just gonna move all of these over here just to clear up space. And now comes the horrifying task of counting pennies. I think we're, I don't know, maybe gonna do this in slots of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10. I don't think it'll be very structurally stable if we go to 20, so there's the equivalent of 1 dime in pennies. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see if I can do this with half of a left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50 cents in quarters, or not quarters, in pennies now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stack these up. Or at least exceed the $1 prediction that I made originally for the pennies. I've just dropped a penny. Not that it's really all that important. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know, this is probably horrible contrast, having pennies pennies on this brown towel that I use. But I'm sure it's fine. Also, my cat is very eager to get into the room right now. She is meowing at the door. She wants to rob me of all that I'm worth. There's something in here. Oh, there's another pence. Hold on, I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if you can hear her or not, but she is right outside the door and very eager to come and steal my coins. But I don't think she will give me any wares in return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just one little batch left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is the last bit. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 175. So that's $1.75. 5 cents in pennies. And again, I'm just gonna move these out of the way for a moment. And just for fun, we're gonna count our British currency as well. Okay. Let's do our foreign currency. Let me find that Canadian dime real fast and get that out of there. There it is. Wait, no, that's not it, is it? No. Where's the Canadian one? Here it is. Yep. So we have 10 cents Canadian. And then we have £1. I think this is the 20. Yeah. 120. This is a 5, 125. That is our World War II penny. We have 3 pence and a 2 pence piece. So that is £1, 25, 27, 30. So we have 1.30 GBP, Great British Pounds now. Set all of that aside. Let's tally up our total very quickly. I don't know how well you can actually see that. Hold on. There we go. That's a little bit better. Not fantastic, but so we have £20 or $20.50 plus $3.10 plus $3.95 plus $1.75. So let's do a quick bit of math. We're gonna 20.5, 3.10, 3.95, 1.75. So we're gonna add the big numbers first. That's 23, 6, 7. So that's as of current 20. I don't know why I just drew a 3 there. And that's 27. And then we have 50 plus 10 is 60. And then we'll do 5 plus 5. So that is 10 plus 90 plus 70. That is 170 plus 60, which is 170 plus 60 is 230, right? Let me make sure I'm doing that correctly. 50 plus 10 plus 90 plus 70 plus 10. 55, so that's 5, 6. Actually, it's easier if we do 100 plus 50, 150, 100 plus 10, 160, 170 plus, or 160 plus 70 is indeed 230. So that's 230 plus 27 would make this a grand total of $29.30. God, I hope I did that math right. I have not done math in years. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I know this was a bit of a longer video, but I do hope you did enjoy. And I hope to speak with you all again soon. Goodbye for now.